Question for Luke from Andrew H. You've spoken before about how you worked hard to get yourself into better physical shape. How did you motivate yourself to not give up? Do you have any tips for people looking to do the same?
I'm actually on a down track right now, which is unfortunate. I find I get sick like way too often. And I find that I don't actually have an insane appetite unless I'm sick. A lot of people lose their appetite when they're sick, and my appetite goes through the freaking moon. So I find it hard to regulate weight while I'm sick because I tend to balloon unless I'm like really policing myself. So I've been struggling a little bit lately just due to sickness and travel cycles. But I'm definitely still motivated. And the strength portion is still decently high because that doesn't have too many issues. The motivation is it's not I've talked about this before. It's not motivation anymore. It's an internal demand. I don't go to the gym because I'm motivated. I go to the gym because I have to. And it helps that I tend to enjoy it when I'm there, but I am a person who struggles with mode shifting. So once I'm doing a thing, I want to keep doing it. I've described this before as like, every time I try to preface this before I say it, with I take showers every day, but I never want to get into the shower. Once I'm in the shower, I could genuinely happily stay there for like an hour. I like to keep doing the thing that I'm doing. This also creates a problem where like I never want to go to bed. I never want to go to sleep. I could stay up for so long and have no problem. The problem will then be that once I go to sleep, I don't want to get up.
Hear me out. Maybe this is a chicken and egg problem. If you could lose more weight, you could solve your inertia problem.
Maybe
it's just a lot of work for you to change what you're doing.
I was doing pretty well in the first little bit of the year, and then I was down 18 pounds before the Computex trip, and then traveling for 3 weeks, and then I was sick for a really long time after that.
Travel's
and the
brutal.
Combination was I was out of the gym and having issues with eating because of either being sick or being traveling, and that like 6+ weeks of being out just set me so far back. It's really disappointing, but I don't. The disappointment doesn't demotivate me because again, it's not motivation that's driving me. It's an internal requirement. I have to do this. That's 100% a spectrum marker. Yeah, I'm somewhere on it. I don't really care. I'm happy with how I operate, so I don't care to deal with it. But I'm going to go regardless, and I'm going to do these things regardless. So I'm not worried about that. It sucks and it's disappointing to have lost progress, but it in no way impedes my desire to keep moving forward. It's just I am further back from the goal that I wanted by the end of this year than I would have liked to have been at this point. That does not mean that the goal that I have for the end of this year is impossible. And even if it was, okay, just commit to improving habits moving forward and push the goal back a little bit to a reasonable point and genuinely push towards doing that. That's how I've always kind of aimed for this. I had a bunch of strength goals, and then I got brutally sick for like 6 months. This was a while ago, and a lot of my strength goals fell back. So I just deferred them and then eventually hit them. And you just keep moving. You have to be relentless with it. I think like I hit a certain age where it's like, to be healthy, it is a requirement that I need to be in the gym. I don't necessarily know if this is as true for everybody, but I'm experiencing if I don't use my body, I get mentally depressed. That is a truth for me. I'm not necessarily saying that is a truth for all of you. That is a truth for me. I have to be out there and I have to do things. I'm sure I could replace the gym with any form of sport or physical activity that actively used my muscles. I don't think it has to be the gym. I'm sure I could help people move every day and maybe be fine. Because for me, I think that's really the point, is that I have to move.
I think you'd actually thrive on that. You like helping people and like you like physical
Genuinely.
Activity. I think you'd be down.
I don't think it's the gym in particular. I like try to. There's a move happening at LMG right now, and I'm actually sad that I'm not helping. I was going to volunteer to help this weekend.
We have a couple departments that are moving around.
I'm here. I was like, dang, why is it this weekend? I actually wanted to do that. But yeah.
A big one for me is accountability buddies as well. If you're on a team or if you have a group that does whatever it is that you're doing that's physical activity regularly, that goes such a long way. Like last night, I had badminton training, like sparring. So not like with an instructor or whatever, but one of our guys who works at Smash Champs, I saw him like recording one of his games, and I was like, "Yo, you never record your game. What are you even doing?" And he's like, "Oh man, no, I was like really motivated when Badminton Insight came out, and like we got to play against them, and just like it was really inspirational, and I want to like get sweaty. I want to improve again." And I was like, "Oh, that sounds sick. Like we should have like badminton improvement days. We'll spar. We can run drills and stuff like that, because badminton's a sport that's nearly impossible to train by yourself. There are some things you can do. You can just go on a court or in an empty parking lot, and you can like do footwork drills, or you can hit against a wall and stuff like that. There are things you can do, but like if you really want to play, you need someone to hit the shuttle back to you. And so last night. Okay, let's back up. So on Wednesday night, Yvonne asked me to feed her, which is what it's called when you have a really weird dynamic in your relationship around food. No, just kidding. She asked me to feed her, which is what it's called when you like grab a whole row of shuttles on your arm and you like toss them up and hit them so that someone can like work on their consistency. And instead of just going and feeding Yvonne, I fed her for like an hour, and then I was like, "Oh, well, okay, you're probably too tired to do drills anymore, but do you want to go play like a couple mixed doubles games? We have our grand opening tournament coming up, and Yvonne and I are going to be playing together." And she was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we can go play a couple games." We ended up playing like 5 games, and they were like super intense, and I was running a ton. And so last night, Thursday, I was bushwhacked, dude. Like I did not feel like it. But like, what? I'm going to bail? Don't be a flake. You can't be a flake.
That's another thing, dude. If it's a bad cycle, because I will start again. I mean, I'm literally in the middle of doing well with it right now, so it's not that. But I'm saying in general, if there's a down cycle, I get sick or I'm traveling or whatever, I will start again. It's no problem. But it is always the worst, because my energy is the lowest when it feels so like counterintuitive. But if I'm not going and expending large amounts of energy, my average energy level will be very low.
I feel it too, like, and I get like irritable. I get like cranky.
Yeah,
and I'll be like, "Wait, I haven't played badminton in 2 weeks. Like I haven't done anything."
The most zen I will literally ever be is if I have a genuinely maximum effort leg workout on the drive home. I don't think I will ever be more calm than like in that moment. I'm so relaxed. It's actually wild.